Here we are. Welcome back, guys, to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by upshiftstore.co.uk and Hanbridge Transport Limited. We are at the Tokyo Expressway for round 5 now of the championship. So getting pretty close to the end, just 8 rounds in this championship. And currently at the moment, your championship leader is Inga Holmes. Then we've got Fitzy in second place, Molson in third. So I think it's the top 3 guys are getting promoted this season up to League 1. And down at the bottom I've got Potts in Firepower, currently in relegation position, so they're scrapping it out down the bottom there. So plenty going off in this championship. Let's take a look at the grid for this first 15-minute race. You've got Chris on pole position, Fitzy in second, Moz in third, Pickle in fourth, Incy takes 5th place, Serial Car Killer 6th, Molson 7th, T Broad 8th, Shameless Cash in 9th, Sam's Ginger in 10th, K3 in 11th, Potsy 12th, Benzo 13th, Dan Bailey 14th, Firepower 15th, and Tony in 16th place. Bit of a tricky track this one, because we've got plenty of walls around this track, as you can see, so we might see a few sparks flying, and if the cars hit these walls a little bit too hard, they pick up a nice wee penalty. So you should see some good close racing in these from this round. So let's get on with it. On our way, looks like Chris gets off to a flyer, and he does. Great start there from Chris, your pole sitter. Fitzy just tucked in behind him, and he's under pressure from Pickle. So that's your top 3 guys round this Tokyo Expressway. Just a wee clip of the wall there from Fitzy, no biggie, no sparks, no penalties, so just a slight touch there. And looks like Chris is pulling a bit of a lead away already from the rest of the guys. There's Fitzy, always filling it out from Moz. Moz looks like it's going to go down the inside, does it? Oh, massive. We got here, got about 6 cars battling it out in this pack just behind your race leader, Chris. Looking good at the moment. Pickle going down the inside there of Fitzy. Is he going to make it stick? Looks like Fitzy has hung on to that one, so good racing there by Fitzy. Oh, he goes down to 4th now. And he's up into third again. So these races are swapping positions every few seconds here at the moment. There's Fitzy in third, Chris is still leading the race with Incy in second. Really tight battle in that front to mid-pack section at the moment, so apart from Chris and Incy, it's nicely tucked up. Some good racing going on. Definitely not an easy track. Let's go down with Serial Car Killer, see how he's doing. Oh, he's got Molson fighting it out with him at the moment. Is Molson going to make a pass on the Serial Car Killer? Pretty much neck and neck between these 2 guys. Serial Car Killer looks like he might just have the edge on this section of the track, which he does, and hangs on to that 5th position. Molson moves down in 7th now. Moz moves up into 6th. Moz on the fly now, going down the inside of Serial Car Killer through the tunnel section, and he takes him. So great racing there from Moz to take that 5th position. He's chasing down C Broad now. Chris still in the lead, and Incy still in that 2nd place. Let's go down the field just a wee bit, see what's happening. There's Shameless Cash shoes after him. Sam's Ginger. Dan Bailey also there. Dan Bailey going around the outside of Sam's Ginger. Good little scrap here at the back. Dan Bailey now fighting out with Sam's Ginger, pretty much neck and neck between these 2 guys. And Dan Bailey, does he go through? Yeah, he's gone through. Just a good pass there from Dan Bailey to take Sam's Ginger, move up into that 10th position. Looking good at the moment for Dan. There's K3. He's just got Benzo behind him. Also Potsy's not too far behind, then we've got Tony, and then we've got a bit of a gap there to Firepower carrying the penalty, currently in last place. Let's go back up to your leader, which is still Chris. Looks like he's pulled a right gap between himself and Fitzy. A massive gap, so looks like it could be a cruise to the end of the race for Chris. It's Fitzy in second, he's pretty much on his own now. We've got Seabroad in third place now. He's got Incy after him. Just see if let's go around these few corners with these guys. Let's see if Incy can catch Seabroad. Let's go over the start finish line once more. Race leader, fastest guy on the track, 1:18.327. Oh, I thought Incy was going to go down the inside there with Seabroad, but no room this time. But he's sticking with him is Incy. Pretty much, Cyril Karkler not too far behind there, just timing that camera shot, followed by Mod Pickle and Molson in 8th place. I'm going to go on board with somebody in a second. Let's go on board with Moz. I'm not sure if we've been on board with Moz yet, so see how he does as he's chasing down Cyril Karkler. You just see Incy just in front of him there, so feel a good opportunity coming up here for Moz. We'll stick with him just for the time being. Little touch of the barrier there, the wall there from Seabroad. I'm not sure if he's going to be quite close enough, or he's getting a little bit closer. No way around there. Sticking with him though, he's doing well. Maybe a chance here as we go through the tunnel once more, maybe go down that inside. Cyril Karkler though, he's having a look at Seabroad. Is he going to take him? And he does, and Moz takes the opportunity also. Moz is going to take 2 cars in this manoeuvre, and I think he does. He's made it stick, so great pass there from Moz, taking 2 cars in one go. Good racing from him. Moves up into 4th position now. Chris and Fitz, let's get this right, Chris and Fitzy, still the top 2 guys. There's Pickle. I think seen much of Pickle so far in this first race. Just over 6 minutes and 40 seconds gone. Still not quite halfway through this race just yet. Pickle now getting a little bit closer to Moz. I think he's going to be in the draft. He's going to have a go down this section, I think. Oh, is he going to be close enough? Not quite. Oh, he is. He's going to have a go. Goes down the inside, does Pickle. He's going to make this one stick, and he does. So great pass there from Pickle to take Moz and take that 4th position off him. Pretty daring stuff through that section of the track, so well done to Pickle. Moz is fighting back though, not giving up the ghost just yet, because he's got Cyril Karkler. Also looking at these 2 guys, so a good scrap between 4th, 5th and 6th. Pickle, Moz, Cyril Karkler looking good at the moment. Pretty close between them guys. Let's go down the field, there's a bit more, see what's happening. Now we've got Molson in 7th, and Seabroad is chasing them down. Pretty close, not really close, but pretty close at the moment. But still enough time on the clock to for Seabroad to catch Molson. Down the field a little bit more. We've got Sam's Ginger 9th, fighting it out with same as Cash. Looks like I've got a good little battle going off here towards back of the pack. 9th and 10th. Let's see how 11th is doing. K3. And we've got Dan Bailey after him in 12th place. We've got a gap to Turney. Potsy and Benza having a fight out, but Potsy's carrying that penalty there, so surely Benza's going to take opportunity, and he does, has he? Yeah, he does, so Potsy moves up now, sorry, moved down now into 15th, Benza up into 14th, and Firepower in 16th, something like that. Here we go. So, race leader still Chris, and still a massive lead down to your second place guy, which is still Fitzy. See, even if Fitzy finishes in second place, he's still going to bag a lot of points. Pickle doing well in third, currently on the podium, but not too far behind him is Serial Calculator and Moz. These two guys still at it. Good little battle now, these two, for quite a few laps, and Moz takes that inside, still pretty much neck and neck as Moz got him, and yeah, he gets him, so another good pass there from Moz. Let's take that fourth position. Now he's after Pickle, so we'll see if he's got time, Moz, to catch up to Pickle before the end of the race. Serial Calculator, as you can see, he's got other ideas, because he's after Moz once more, and it looks like he's going to take him. Just see Moz's car there on the left hand side, through the tunnel. Serial Calculator keep it nice and tight round that section, and hangs on to that fourth place. So good racing there from Serial Calculator to take Moz. Sure, them two guys are going to be swapping places before the end of the race again. Molson now currently in 6th place, not seeing much of Molson in this first race so far, so we'll have a look at him as Incy is after him. It's probably what, about a second behind, if that. A good first race so far from the Turkey Expressway. Quite a few battles going off between the guys in all sections of the pack, which is good. Still time for Molson to catch Moz. Crystal, your race leader, 11.5 minute mark just about. As in see, Seamus Cashy is pretty much on his own. Sam Ginger carrying that penalty. K3 and Dan still battling it out. I'm sure Dan has seen that penalty K3 is carrying, so he's going to take advantage of that in the when that comes up, which will be pretty shortly. So we'll just see if Dan can get past K3 while he's carrying that penalty. There goes his penalty, and there goes Dan, so we're lucky there for K3 with that penalty. But Dan takes advantage of that and moves up into 10th place. Oh, what's happening here, guys? We missed this one. Oh dear. Chris had quite a massive lead, and as you can see now, Fitzy has taken it off. Really sorry, guys, we missed that one. I don't know if Chris lost it or Fitzy just caught him up and obviously passed him. Damn, we missed it. But the good news for Fitzy anyway, is currently in the lead. Not good news for Chris after that massive lead he had. But what we got, nearly up to the 13th minute mark, so still chance for Chris to get past him. As you can see, he's not too far behind him. Got to be less than a second, guys, so right, we've got another lap or two, so we're just going to down the field just a wee bit. Oh, here's a great little scrap going off. 4 cars in the mix here. Wilson 5th there. Pickle not too far behind him, is going to make a manoeuvre around Molson by the looks of it. Well, Molson stands on to that 5th place. Pickle's got Incy right up his rear end, which I'm not sure he'll be too happy about, but he's there. He's going to make a manoeuvre. Is he? Oh no, not quite close enough. Sticking with him though is Pickle. Fitzgerald still in the lead from Chris in 2nd, Cyril Carcali in 3rd. Still a good little battle going up between these 3 guys. Incy, Molson, Pickle. Oh, I thought Pickle, he was going to have a look there at Molson. I think he changed his mind just last minute. Well, I can't blame him really, because I don't think he would have passed him there, but I think Pickle just wants to keep that pressure on, see if he can force a mistake for the racer in front of him, but he's carrying a penalty and Incy's going to really like that. So I'm sure Incy's going to take the position off Moz when Moz gets rid of that penalty. Ooh, got to go with these guys on their last lap. Fitzy, Chris. Battle between these 2 to the end. Definitely going to stick with these 2 guys on their final lap. And here we go, congratulations Fitzy, 1st place. Chris brings it home in 2nd. Cyril Carcali is definitely going to take that 3rd spot. As we watch him coming towards the line, definitely well done Cyril Carcali on the podium for him. Incy takes 4th, then we've got Moz in 5th, Shemers Cash in 6th, Pickle's going to take 7th just from Molson in 8th, Sam's Ginger 9th, Dan Bailey 10th, K3 11th, Potsy 12th, Benzo 13th, Tony 14th, FirePower 15th and C Broad in 16th place. Well done guys, great race. Tell you what I'm just going to try and do is a little bit of editing here, just a little bit. We're just going to go back here guys to, if I've got it right, yeah. Well, there was the pass between Fitzy and Chris on the 11.5 minute mark, just about. So that's how that one happened. But yeah, a bit weird that one, because Chris had like a massive lead, didn't he, over the rest of the guys. But that's how Fitzy got past Chris. So there you go guys, first race up from Tokyo Expressway. See you shortly for the 2nd race.